This is Colm McGuigan for AFL TV. Delighted to be joined by Edward Hearn. You know, I nearly called you the General there from watching Parsons videos. Oh, please, I need not to.
He was here tonight.
Peter Parsons.
Drunk, I think.
Nah.
Not working. Came as a fan. I
You joking me?
I got a text going, the trim looks sharp, or something like that, and I was like, turn round, and it's Parsons.
Did he actually tell you the trim looks sharp? I actually had a message from a barber today saying, mate, can you speak to Eddie Hearn and ask him, can I cut his hair tonight because it looks terrible? Really? So, yeah. Did you just recently get it done?
Cheeky bastard.
Ryan Barber.
To be fair, yeah. But I don't know what I was doing, but that's what Parsons done. He's out there somewhere, drunk in Belfast.
Wow. Edward, kind of disappointing night. Well, no, sorry, let me rephrase it. A great night of boxing, and then at the end, disappointing for Belfast and Irish boxing fans. Does this hamper Matchroom's plans, first of all, to come back?
I don't know. Like, it's just sport, isn't it? So it's like when Katie Taylor lost in the first fight to Chantel. It's like, oh, Irish boxing's over, and then you come back with the rematch and the biggest night and a load of victories. So for Mick, you know, I think one of the questions is, where does he go from here? And I've had that a lot. I have no idea. It's his decision. I'm not sure he'll fight again, really. I mean, you lose to Lopez. Okay, it's a world title fight. Then you lose to Jordan Gill, get stopped. It's a long road back to where you want to be. But, you know, he's his own man. If he feels like he's got a future in the sport, I'm sure he'll carry on. But it was a big defeat for him tonight. And I thought Jordan Gill was brilliant. Like, it's easy to talk about Michael Conlan, but I thought Jordan was fantastic. Up at £130, which really he should have gone to years ago. Composed, heavy-handed, you know, much more robust. Massive win for him. And when you hear his story, like, we knew nothing about that. You know, when he starts telling his story in the ring, and you know, it just shows you that your life can turn around real quick. You know, I'm sure when he looks back at when he was struggling during those times where he really felt like there was no way out, there was no future for him. It just shows you if you just bite down on the gum shield, battle it out, grit it out day by day, things will change, and he's a great example of that.
Contractually, where does Jordan Gill stand with Matchroom now? Because is it that you put him in a situation where if you win tonight, you sign with Matchroom, or is that discussion still to be had?
Yeah, no, we you know, we'll have options on him moving forward, which we'll definitely exercise. I mean, we've worked with Jordan Gill most of his career, and I've always felt like he's been quite a frustrating fighter because, not personally, he's a lovely bloke, but he's kind of, we've got him there. Do you remember we headlined in Peterborough? And it's like, oh, Jordan Gill's actually could go on and win a world title, and then he got beat by an Oko. It's like, what the fuck? He was ill the night of the fight, do you remember? And then comes back, has a couple of wins, put him in with Kiko, and we think, right, this is his chance. Now, a big statement win against Kiko, gets stopped. He's like, fuck, he's done. But I kept saying to him, you've got to move up to super featherweight, and now he's done it. It looks like a different fighter, and you know, another fighter that's working with the Ben Davison camp, with Barry Smith and the boys, and you know, he's completely turned his confidence around, and obviously they had a fantastic game plan tonight.
Contractually with Michael, I know you and Frank Smith both told me at the time that it was a 3-fight deal. Does that now become null and void, and he then makes a decision, yeah, I'm going to continue or not?
It depends what he wants to do. You know, I mean, we'll support him, whatever he wants to do, but, you know, he's got an idea in his head about the fights he wants to be in, and after that defeat tonight, you know, that's a long way away.
In terms of coming back to Belfast, I know I asked you that question, but Lewis Crocker, for example, promotional free agent, great performance tonight, has a great fan base. The likes of Padraig McCrory here that can sell tickets. Is there an appetite there that you will look to come back, or are these guys not really at the level you think that they need to be?
You know, we need, unless we're doing, you know, I think we go to Limerick with a Paddy Donovan in the next gen or something like that, but if you're coming back on a fight night, you need a big fight. But, you know, those guys that you're talking about, they're not a million miles away. I mean, Lewis Crocker looked really good tonight, very heavy-handed. Good win for Kevin Ajako. He goes on, you know. You saw.
Do you re-sign him for Matchroom?
Yeah, I mean, look, it all depends on the fight. When you sit down with a fighter, it's about talking about the plans that they have. We feel, and he showed tonight, that was a very straightforward fight for him to take. You know, we all know that it took a while to get the fight done, but it just shows you that was the perfect fight for him. Perfect. And he's got a lot more levels, but he's got to believe in himself, because we want him to be well beyond those levels. But now it's about sitting down and talking about a plan. These are the fights we think you should take. What do you think? You know, and it was a big win for him tonight. And you know, Belfast is definitely part of the plans moving forward.
Eddie, I do need to ask. Robert Smith was here tonight. We've seen him. Was there any conversations with Robert Smith about this Eubank Benn thing, or was it solely on tonight?
They won't talk. to me about it. I mean, it's like, you know, and I get on with Robert. You know, and we'll never ignore each other. We shake each other's hand, and you know, I respect what the board does. But it frustrates the life out of me that no one's prepared to have a conversation face to face about it. It's like, well, you know, well, no, talk to the lot. You know, it's like, what? Can't we just talk like? It's weird, the whole thing. But anyway, it is what it is. It ain't changing. They've made their decision. They've put the flag in the sand, and they don't even want to talk about it. So we've got to make our own decisions and go from there.
There's some rumours out there that on Monday Matchroom will announce Eubank Benn. Is there any truth to that?
There's been rumours about that for the last month. Every show that I go to, you guys go, I've heard you're announcing it tonight. We're not. We haven't done a deal yet with Eubank. The only thing that's holding this fight up is Chris Eubank Jr. That's it. And we'll see if he wants to do the fight.
There's an article tonight on Boxing Scene. One second. We'll let that message come out. There was an article on the Boxing Scene tonight that you have done a deal for Padraig McCrory and Edgar Berlanga to fight in the US in January. They've said that it's also possible for Super Bowl weekend in Las Vegas. Any truth to those rumours?
Is that from Boxing Scene?
Yeah, Boxing Scene.
Fake news.
So that deal has not been done?
No. And it's not going to be that weekend either, so fake news.
When will it be? You've given me a bit of a...
Padraig McCrory. I mean, we haven't done a deal with anyone yet. Stop getting excited.
I'm getting too excited on that.
Maybe, but not that weekend.
And just look forward to the next week in San Francisco, and then another unbelievable fight in Sonny Edwards and Bam the week after. Just talk to me a bit about that card next week.
3 weeks, isn't it? San Francisco next week, Haney Prograis. Of course, then Sonny against Bam, and then the Day of Reckoning in Saudi Arabia. So just a wild 3 weeks. Next week's massive. You know, I know we've done Canelo and we've done big fights, but to do Haney Prograis and do 14,000, 15,000 at the Chase Centre, that's massive for us. And the numbers have been huge, like our face-off and stuff like that. The build-up next week's going to be an electric week in San Francisco. It's a great fight. Looking forward to it. And then we go on to Phoenix for Bam against Sonny, then ship over to Saudi.
Just on that, you know, you sell close to selling like the Chase Centre, is it? Yeah. In that, will you go back there? Does that give you an appetite to go back to San Francisco?
It's half a punt. You know, we're looking at venues. Devin is from the Bay Area. They've never had a fight at Chase Centre. There's no history. There's no numbers. There's no analytics to tell us what's right and wrong. And we rolled the dice and we've had it right off. So get ready for a massive show next Saturday.
Albert, last one for me because I know you're busy. You've done a bit of filming for Day of Reckoning. What did that entail, and how does Anthony Joshua look and feel?
It was an unbelievable day. Wait till you see this program.
Face off with Frank Warren?
No, he was supposed to be there, but he got moved till today, I think.
Yeah. Convenient.
Wait till you see this.
Give us a little teaser.
No, I can't, because I've got a big mouth. I always get told off. Let's just say that His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh, game-changing promo. Game-changing promo.
And how was Anthony Joshua's spirits? Good?
Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic.
Edward, always a pleasure seeing San Francisco, mate.